Hello, this is BlueStar, defender of Equestria, and this is my spoiler-free review of My Little Pony, the movie, 2017. Yarr! I'm gonna basically do two videos. This one's gonna be spoiler-free, so if you want to comment on this video, please do so in a spoiler-free way. And then there'll be another one later where I'll be like, weapons-free, and I'll talk about whatever I want, but unfortunately this is the spoiler-free portion. I do want to say it's like, you know, with the verdict review is like, the point of the verdict review is basically basically, I thought this movie was good, I thought this movie was bad. It wasn't meant to be a big long depth in view because it was kind of late and, you know, it takes time to make these kinds of videos. Time I would have rather been using at the time to go to sleep, which unfortunately I didn't because I kind of actually had I think I was just had a lot to think about on this movie, so it's like so in retrospect it might have actually been a better idea to record this video. But anyway, getting on to my review of the movie, it's like, overall I thought this movie was good. I mean, at first I want to say this is not a bad movie. This is actually a pretty good movie, but you know, it could have been better. I was somehow expecting more. Because, yeah, in my verdict review, it makes it sound like I don't like this movie and I think it's bad. And it's like, no, I mean, I wasn't as excited and as thrilled as I thought I was gonna be, because I was expecting more, was basically the short answer, which is really why I don't like, in a lot of ways, watching the trailers, especially when there's multiples of them, and getting your expectations up, because almost always whatever that is, whether it's MLP or whatever, the actual thing will almost never live up to those expectations. I think the plot was actually pretty good. I mean, there were times where I'm like, wait a minute, but overall I think the plot was actually pretty good. There were definitely things that could have been better about this movie, and I think the thing that does define this movie is that just seems way too easy or something, and which does seem to be a common problem with an MLP, but in this case it feels, yeah, things were too easy. There were times where it's just like, oh, okay, they just did one thing and it's like, oh, okay, that fixes it. It's like, no, that felt too easy, or basically the short answer. But still, if you're a brony, however, that you'll almost certainly like this movie, because it's definitely really cool. It's really good. I mean, the production value again is amazing. I mean, it's a full-length, you know, full production movie. It's not like a special movie, like the first Equestria Girls movie was a special movie. It was a special event that was only aired in like 2 theaters. This is a general release that was released everywhere, and all that. So, so that was cool. Overall, this movie was really good. I mean, it had a lot of action, adventure, did have some cool songs, and it was nice that the songs actually flowed in really well. It wasn't just like, oh, here's a song for no apparent reason, whatever. That song was there for a reason to, you know, motivate the characters or to discuss something that was going on and stuff, and I think that was cool. So, which is the way I like songs. I do believe in, like, you know, songs should have some kind of purpose, not just simply, let's just insert a song here just for the heck of it. You know, that's not cool. But still, anyway, whatever. It's kind of difficult to fully discuss this movie without going into spoilers and stuff, but overall, I think this movie is actually really good, and it's not perfect. It could have been better. I was unfortunately expecting something more, because I took a lot of people who were working on the show off the show to work on this movie, so I was sort of expecting something really, truly epic and awesome and cool, and that didn't really materialize. However, this was still really cool, and it did deal with some interesting issues within the show in a much more realistic way than I was expecting them to, and did sort of raise, you know, some interesting questions. There's definitely a lot of interesting sort of things to look back on and like, but at the same time, it could have been better, but it was still pretty cool. And again, I appreciate all the people who worked really hard on this movie, because it was a full-length movie, and it took a lot of people a lot of time to make this movie, so I definitely appreciate all the time and effort and all the work that went into making this movie. So, so overall, I think this movie was actually pretty good. It wasn't the best thing ever. It's not a movie that I would just say, this movie is so awesome, go watch it. I can't honestly say that. If you're a brony, you'll like this movie, but if you're not, you probably won't. But at the flip side of that, if you were not a brony and you saw this, you might be a little bit more encouraged by MLP. You wouldn't think, oh, I thought the show was just for kids, for babies, it's stupid. It's like, oh, I didn't know MLP did stuff like this. This is actually okay. Maybe I'll go watch the show. But they're not going to be like, oh my gosh, these ponies are amazing. It's cool. I'm going to go watch the show. And yay. It's, yeah, most people probably won't be that way. But still, overall, again, if you're a brony, you'll probably like this movie. But if you're not, you probably won't. And that's, I guess, in a way, that's my final words on this. It's like, I must admit, I was tempted to go watch some of the other reviewers' reviews. But I did watch AMY's sort of like 2-minute 40-second review. But otherwise, I didn't watch anybody else's reviews because I wanted to say what I think and feel about this before I hear what they have to say. That's what the Afterthought review is for. I'll probably watch all those reviews and then probably do an Afterthought review. So overall, it was pretty good. It could have been better, but it was still pretty cool. And if you're a Brony, you'll definitely like it. So if you have the opportunity to, go watch it. Yo! So that is the end of my spoiler-free review of My Little Pony the Movie 2017. This is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.